So I talked about my main style deck. I'll talk about my more fan Asuna deck and Asuna Kirito deck. I personally don't think this is a bad deck at all, and it can be competitive as well. I plan on changing it up, so that's why I'm again archiving and stuff. So to start things off, 2 copies of solo player Kirito. I did not used to think these kind of cards are good, but now I realize their value. Basically, when he's alone on the field, he gains +1 level, so immune to Suiciders, and he becomes 4k. So your opponent will have to, spend some effort trying to kill him. But the only bad thing is he has to be alone on the field. 2 Searcher for Kirito. That's very standard. Most people runs 2 to 3. 2 Suiciders only. Well, she's very good card. She suicides and she can pump something for 2.5k by taking damage. She's not bad. One copy because I don't have slot for. I do have slot for more if I want to, but yeah, it's Lisbeth's Blessing. So she is a bond for Asuna invites to party, and when she attacks, all Asuna on the field gains 500 attack. Yeah, if I do run one more copy of this, I'll probably take one out. It's 4 copies of Asuna Lace on Silva. When she is played, you check the top deck, see if it's not a character, if it's not a, I believe, avatar. Yes, if it's not an avatar character, so if it's a net character like Suguha level 2, well, you have to take the card as a damage, like a climax event, whatever it is, you take a damage, which is fine at level 0. Really, you don't want to take that damage at like level 3, but level 0, that's cool. 3 copies of Asuna, the Asuna 500 assist that turns your climaxes into cannons. It's not a bad one, but she gets replaced really fast. 2 Silicos, Brainstormers, very standard again. Pay 1, tap 2, Brainstorm for 4. For every climax you hit, you salvage a character. So level 1 lineup. Level 1 is 2 colors, so you have to watch out for that. You want both colors as soon as possible. It's I run 4 copies of Asuna Invite to Party. Very good climax combo, and when you have 3 or more characters on the field, avatar or net character on the field, she gains 1000 power. So she's like a 1055. That's the basic power for 10s. And basically, when the climax combo happens, when you are attacking, you pay 1 and search the deck for any character. Yes, any avatar net, so pretty much the whole deck really. I run 2 copies of the split counter, very useful, and I run 2 copies of the 35 event counter. Now here's the main show. 3 copies of Imprisoned Queen Asuna and 3 copies of Kirito Strongbone. Basically, Kirito Strongbone gives all the Asuna on the field 500 on both turns. So when you have 2 of these on the field, all the Asuna gains a global 1000, and on enemy turn, every other character, not just Asuna, gains another additional 500. So then that will be a 2. If you have 2 of these on the field, that's a 2k boost to all the Asunas on your field. And these ones is when there's a Kirito on the field, the card name with the Kirito name on the field, she gains 1k, so 7k. And she also gains Hand Encore, so discard when she's reversed. You can discard the card to keep her alive, and then because of this card, on enemy turn she is 9k, level 1 9k, with access to the 35 counter and 2k counter or 1k split. That, and also she has Encore. That's just really hard to beat over. And the Kirito doesn't have to be replaced at all. Level 2 lineup I currently run is 3 copies of Asuna Changes Clothes. She's 2-1 AK. May seem low, but it doesn't really matter because on enemy turn you have this card, which will make her 10k no matter what. So, which is, well, pretty much that will keep her alive. Her effect is when other characters attack, she gains 1k. So, like on your turn, if you attack with her last, she is 11k because something attack 9k. No, with 2 Kirito on the field, she's 9k. Something attacks 10k. Something else attacks 11k, and then she attacks with 11k, and that's pretty good for a level 2 attacker. 1 copy of Lightning Flash Asuna, again NT level 3 change and all that stuff. And I run 2 copies of Riku Kirito. He gives global 1k permanently to the field. So I mean, if you can upgrade your level 1 Kitos into him, great. And if not, it doesn't really matter. But he just gives you more of a punch on your own turn. Other than just 1k, he gives 1k. He gives like 2k if you have 2 of them out. And when you play him, you get to check the top deck and choose to either put it to the bottom or just keep it on top. So if you don't want to trigger climax, you see a climax, you don't want to trigger it, you can just put it on bottom and all that stuff. So he has a pretty decent on-play effect. Level 3 lineup. 4 copies of Asuna. She heals. Her ability is when you attack, you can pay 1, discard a card from your hand, and pump everything by 500 as well as 1 soul. So she can really easily control soul damage at level 3 and make sure you can side attack for the perfect soul damage, like 1 damage or something like that. And this Kirito is hard to use, but he's pretty good in my opinion. So basically, when you attack with this Kirito, what happens is when you attack, you check the top deck. If it is an avatar or net character, you add it to your hand, and then you trigger. So it's a really good advantage, and he just generates so much advantage. And there's a climax combo with this climax, dual wielding user. So when you play this, and when he attacks, you can pay 3. And then he can stand and attack again with with a pretty big boost, which is let's see here, plus 35. He gains a plus 35k, plus 35, yes. But he will have. But the downside to this is he has to reverse the opponent that he's battling, which kind of, you know, like the plus 35 is great. So it's great for taking down or making sure that your opponent gets reversed. So you attack, enemy gets reversed, and then you stand again, and you get to attack again. And of course, you check the top twice, and you can gain massive advantage doing this. It does cost quite a bit of stock, so if you go straight from using him into this, the climax combo, that's 5 stock. But you have to have at least 3 stock at the beginning to, you know, to pull this off. I mean, you had to have at least 3 stock, because you summon him as 2, and then 2 other characters attack. That would make you to 3, and then when he attacks, you pay the 3. Yes. All right, Star Splash. Now that is the card that combos with the Invites to Party. So it's a bounce trigger that's pretty good, and yeah, basically when you attack, you pay 1, search for anything in the deck. And of course, the Kirito Climax combo dual wielding user is a book trigger. Well, I guess that pretty much concludes the deck profile for my Sao fan deck. I'm changing both decks up quite a bit, so yeah, maybe I'll make a video after I finish changing or something. But for now, that's it, I guess.